Many times we ask ourselves, can we fix a country? At the end of the day, I believe the United States of America is the greatest country in the world. But we quite frankly are in a shitter because, current policies, politicians have destroyed a country to a point that I don't even think people recognize it anymore. In fact, this is definitely not the country that I moved from Cuba to. So, to begin with, we need to understand what are the problems that we are facing nowadays. And I guarantee you that even though that I will present to you a few problems that I see as they need to get fixed, there's 100 more up there that need to be addressed. But I do think that I want to hit on the core issues that, in my opinion, need to be fixed sooner rather than later if this country has any future whatsoever. The first thing is, what happened to the family? The family got destroyed. The family unit, as you know, mom, dad, and kids, got destroyed, got eroded to the point that how many people you see now, and this is something that aggravates me because you always hear this, oh, I'm a single mom, oh, I'm a single dad. Okay. Did that significant other pack and left? Did that significant other pass away and you are a widow? I don't know. Is this something that you brought a child to the world with the wrong person? Because once you bring a child to the world, you better do everything in your power to stay together and raise that child. Because a child that is raised with parents in different houses, I guarantee you 100% is going to have a lot more issues than kids that they are raised with both parents. Now, I know, I hear this all the time. Well, Billy, you don't understand my circumstances. I was in an abused relationship and this and that. And yet, there are more than one child. Okay, perhaps the first one you didn't know what the hell was going on. And this is for man and woman. I'm not bashing on one or the other. This is for both. In the first relationship, yeah, maybe it's a pass. Now comes the second child. Well, you know what the hell's going on now. What are you doing? Okay, and the third. Now you're part of the problem. This again. It is something that I also see as a problem, which is the loss of personal responsibility. People don't take personal responsibility anymore. You are in the situation that you are, and you need to take responsibility. If you choose not to do something, you're still making a choice, and you need to be accountable for that choice. People don't like doing that. In fact, most of the time, what they do? Well, they shift the problem to something else. And of course, government did make that very easy, telling people you do not have to work on marriages. No, get divorced. Screw that. Screw that. You don't need nobody to be your support. Well, how many people you know that continue to have kids with different partners? Or again, I'm using both, not just one, not woman, and not just men, just both. Both are guilty in this area. I know a lot of men who has kids that different mamas, and I know a lot of women who have kids with different dads. This is the problem that we encounter as a society. This is a huge problem. When you have 5 baby daddies and 5 baby mamas, what the hell are you doing? What good are you? Let me ask you that. What good are you? Oh, this just didn't work out. No, you were not man enough and you were not woman enough. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. Listen, guys. Listen. Whoever don't like it, you got to look at yourself in the mirror and be like, yeah, this is my fuck up. This is me. It's not a people problem. It is a me problem. But guess what? Well, people don't have that personal responsibility. Well, you got to bring it back. And the whole government stepping in, you know, because you can have 100 children and daddy government is going to come and take care of it. And it goes both ways. I don't care who the hell you are. I really don't care. To me, I will be honest with y'all. To me, a child comes first. Whether you are a father or a mother, you come second. That is to me. And I don't care at all what nobody else says. I don't care at all. The moment that you have a child, that child comes first. And if you don't put that child first, you are, in my opinion, a fucking piece of shit. That's it. The other thing is, there has been a removal of gender roles. How many times you have encountered folks saying, I identify as such. I identify as this. These are my pronouns. This and that. I'm a freaking cat. Let me break it down to y'all. God created man and woman. That's it. Everything else is plain old crazy. That's it. But the government encourage you to identify as a cat if you so choose to. I'm not a doctor, a head doctor, but I can tell you that in my opinion, you have some mental issues. And yet, we're being told all the time, you have to be inclusive. Why? I don't need to be inclusive of your damn craziness. Take responsibility for who you are and live your life in your safe place, but away from me. Shush. It's just wrong. Anyway, I have removed God from our lives. This is a big one. This is one that I have immense issues with. When you remove God and you remove faith, you lose part of your soul. You may have whatever belief you have, but deep down inside, you know there's a God up there. You know that. You know what you're supposed to do. You know you're supposed to do good things, and you know what the bad things are. You don't need a book. In fact, it's funny because this is a book that a teacher of mine gifted to me. And it's a book that this is mine. This is the one that I read all the time. But this one I put away because she marked a passage. And she gifted to me when I graduated. Yes, a teacher did that to me, believe it or not. And I kept it. And I have it in my library and whatnot. And I put it out because I was reading the passage. And you know what? We need that more. We need that more. It's not about religion. It's not about, pushing something bad. No, it's about faith. And faith is something extremely strong. And faith is something that you carry in you. You don't need to go to a building or anything. It's something in you. It's something that is telling you what is wrong and what is right. But if you remove God from your life, because I tell you that, believing in God is wrong, well, then you're going to believe that good is bad and bad is good. And that's why you see so many bad things nowadays. You definitely do see so many bad things. And that's where people have become so accustomed to propaganda and lies. And they believe that now lies are truth. Listen, 2 men cannot create a child. 2 women cannot create a child. A man, when they cut that thing off, still a man. That is truth. But no, it is not true. And they will repeat that lie over and over and over until you believe that that lie is true. Everyone, We can fix our country. We can do it. It's going to take a lot of work. It's going to take a lot of us saying we had enough. It's going to take a lot of us saying, fuck off with your craziness. It's going to take a lot of us to say, hey, there is a God, and your lies are not tolerated anymore. But we have to say enough. We really do. Because otherwise, this country, that is the greatest country in the world, and trust me on this, the United States of America is the greatest country in the world. And I know this because I come from a third world country, and I know what it is to live under communism. I know what it is. So take my word for it. This is not me telling you my grandparents lived through it, my dad lived through it, my mom lived through it. No, I personally lived through it. I have the scars in my body because I lived through it. I'm telling you, this country is the greatest country in the world. If we remove all of this nonsense and all of this crazy and we get on track, we may have a future. Otherwise, where's left? Where are you going to go? If we fall, the world falls. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Like always, rock on, rip on, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye, everybody.